Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xana520, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we completed the Fire Sanctuary and fought off Lord Girahim for a second time. Unfortunately, Lord Girahim has learned of the second Gate of Time located in Faron. However, he does not know where it is yet. So, with the Flame of Din reforging our sword from the Goddess Sword into the Master Sword, we now return to Faron Woods to awaken the Gate of Time. That is 100 rupees, I want that. Bruh. I want that. I want that. You will give it to me. Where are you? Get back here. You little... I didn't even know that happened. The rupee disappeared out of his claws by the time I finally hit him. Alright, so we now return to the sealed grounds. Wait a minute. Where did this come from? Who's been laying rail? Who built a catapult? And who planted this massive bomb flower? Huh. Ooh, there's a bug. Gotcha. Huh. Interesting. Groose seems to have cleaned himself up. Yo, Link! Saw the rail track I put out up outside, eh? What's it for? Oh, you'll see before long. Huh. Ah, your sword. There could be no doubt. The sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, Link. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that is spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see that same great power, now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, Link, you must now open the Gate of Time. Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the Gate of Time with a Skyward strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb upon the pedestal and show the gate your sword's power. Alright. Whoa! 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 No. I fear the seal has given way once again. That terrible beast is awakening even as we speak. It is likely that the monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. I wish it had not happened, but there was no other way to open the gate. So it goes. Link, you must imprison the beast once again. Alright, bring it on. This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. Well, what are we waiting for? I'm heading out there. Oh. Huh. Groose 2.0. Alright, let's see what you got, Groose. Hey, Link! Try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on. I call it the Groosinator. Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? That's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way. Then I laid down rails for her to run on. All by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know. Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots, and I'll put a hurting on that ugly monster. I don't care how beefy you are. You're bound to stumble after a few moments after taking one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on, though. That monster showed up a smidge sooner than I was expecting. There's a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move on the rails I've put down. I'll call out to you when she's ready for action. Till then, do whatever you can to hold off that beast. Alright. Well, Groose is on our team now. Let's go deal with the Imprisoned. Oh, it's got arms now. The Imprisoned. And it now puts out these shockwaves. Look at that! Seems our ugly friend grew itself a pair of hands. Great timing. I hope it knows how to catch, because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to do to stop it. Alright, so, the way we deal with the, stop pushing me out of the way. Oh! Ow. Okay, we just need to deal... once we get rid of the feet here, it can't stomp anymore. So it'll start shuffling slower. Yo! What are you doing? Hey, Link! The machine's all loaded and ready to smash! If that flabby sack of teeth tries to climb the wall, I can blast it off from here with a bomb. When you want some backup from me, just send me the signal with X. Alright, it's time for Groose to explode into action. Adjust the machine's position with L stick and aim at your target. Once you finish aiming, press ZR to launch a bomb. If it hits it, you'll stun the scaly sucker. If you forget the controls, press right anytime you're in control of the Groosinator to review the basics. Merry Christmas! Ah! She packs a mean punch, doesn't she? I tell you, I was in love the first time I pulled this lever. I'll start loading her back up with another bomb, so keep beating on Big Ugly until I give you the signal. No, you don't. On the ground with you. How do I get around you? That's the big question. Oh. Excuse me. There we go. Ew. Throw back your stupid fingers and such. Alright. So... No, I didn't call for you. Alright, let's get nice aim here. Gotcha. Groose gets a nice theme remix whenever he's using the Groosinator. Whee! It's basically a remix of the Imprisoned's theme. Crap. Missed! I missed! Alright, you know what? Do this. Stop calling Fi. I missed. I missed. Alright, let's try this again. Hey! No climbing allowed. No climbing allowed. Get back down there. No. Down. Bad imprisoned. Bruh. Alright, fine. Gotcha. I can see myself down there. Little guy. Get me up here. I need to jump on this doofus's head again. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm in front of him. This is a sloppy fight. This is a really sloppy fight I'm doing. Merry Christmas! You know what? Let me just deal with the feet. There's one. Actually, no, that's not one. Now that's one. And now you're on the ground. Now I'm gonna get around you. That's not good. Why are these so spaced out? Just keep him stunned, I guess. Bruh. Well, at least he didn't grow it. Push it back out. Alright, you know what? Let me... Not again! Brother! Groose. No. Whoa! Hey, what are you doing? I missed. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. I've never lost to this thing before. Please tell me I'm not losing it to it today. This is bad news bears. This is really bad news bears. Groose! Nope. Ouch. Come on. Ouch. Where am I? Did I fall down? I did fall down. That's probably a good thing, actually. There we go. Holy crap, that was close. If I wasn't fighting my Joy-Con all the time. The worst part is it's my right Joy-Con, which is the one that's used for aiming and swinging my sword. I've actually legitimately had less problems with the Wii Remote. Now, Link! Strike the ceiling spike with a Skyward strike and restore the seal, quickly! Holy crap. He got up here really far. I've actually never had him actually manage to... Oh, dipstick. I've actually never had him manage to climb up a wall like that. Now get in the dirt. Nice work there, Link. Of course you couldn't have done it without me, but no need to thank Groose. I know I saved your tail. Now, let's get that Gate of Time thing up and running. I'll get on ahead. Right. Okay. Let's get back up to the top. Where's the top? Where's the top of this thing? There we go. Alrighty. It seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again. You have my thanks, Link. As do you, Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here. Oh, you give me too much credit, Granny. You were the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could to help. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Link, you must wonder just what it is you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit. There is much I could tell you, but suffice to say it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source, or suffer this fate again and again. There is no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike. Come on already. Charge that sword of yours with that sacred force stuff Granny was talking about, and zap the gate of time. Right, Granny? Indeed. Now, Link, go. Go to the gate. Thanks, Groose. Glad to know you're on my side now. Now, what follows here is probably one of the most amazing cutscenes I've ever seen. Wake up. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" Welcome to the Temple of Hylia. And if you're wondering, the Gate of Time is comprised of time shift stones, which is why they appear as such. Hello, Impa.
Hey!
At last! I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia. Though it will become known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. So in here is Zelda. You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moments by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was, and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, He's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Fi and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind can never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter, and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up? But thou must. This looks familiar. We've also gone way over time. So there will be much to explain at the beginning of the next episode. So, till then, this is NF520 signing out. Can you behave?